There's the first man in. You get today's star prize. There we go. We're ready.
It's all looking good.
It is all looking good.
It just threw up a screen from a course called Pinefell by Dogs, and I can't actually remember playing it. Does that name ring a bell to anyone? Pinefell.
It does ring a bell, but I couldn't tell you when I last played it.
Yeah, well, with my goldfish brain, if it's more than 6 months ago, it never happened. Pretty much.
Well, I'm glad to see that you haven't had any more trip-ups with days of the week, Dave.
I know, I'm absolutely nailing the days of the week at the moment, Andy. There's 3 or 4 in a row I've got right.
You haven't taken my tip of having underpant days of the week, have you?
No, I'm thinking of getting a little whiteboard calendar for the fridge, though, where I can write things for what's coming up, just in case.
Right, now this is quite a difficult driving hole. This.
From memory, the greens aren't always a piece of cake either.
Oh, that's not a bad line, I don't think.
I'd forgotten what a nice, rich, vivid green this one is. I like it.
Well, that's a good start from the mailman.
Well, Dave does get rewarded. He gets to hit off second because he was in before me.
Well, this will give us an indication of just how difficult the course is off pretty benign conditions.
Yes. If we struggle to break par today.
What are you going to be like?
Yeah. Right.
Confident opening drive, Dave?
He's just toying with
it. Is it a disgrace? Well, not quite.
And I've shown someone who's boss.
No, it's not me.
Oh, it's not.
It's as easy as it can be, apart from having no wind.
Yeah, that's the first interesting bit of information. Deep rough surrounds the greens, which from memory, it's actually like that in real life. I've decided to have a look at it as well. Or maybe I'll just plug. Oh, could have.
You could have, but you didn't. Oh, right. Okay, right. This is a little bit on the cusp. Have I got it right? Almost. Oh, look at that. I mean, that was I felt as though it was a pretty decent shot, but it's wandered off. Oh,
It's too early for disgrace calls. It could be a good shot.
oh dear me, what's going on here? Oh, this is a no-brainer, this. An absolute no-brainer.
It's like a super flop to me. And it was a nice one.
Mm-hmm. It's a settler.
Yeah, you don't want to be 4 feet away for your first putt. But it must give you a percentage loss. That's not too bad. Another super flop. And he's going to show Andy the line. Or me.
It's you who's Dave showing.
Go on, spite me. I dare you.
Well, there's one par.
Yep. So I finished making curtains for my apartment today. They're not cardboard, they're a special scientific material, and they're, no. They're a sort of softish plastic, but they're full light blocking material, but they weren't, I needed to put some battens on them to keep them structurally sound, and they're working fabulously. I got quoted like $3,500 for motorized blinds, and I made these for $74. So now I'm going to spend that $3,000 on my next computer when the time comes. You can't afford fighting words with your computer, Dave.
Dave, I don't want to drag you back into the here and now, but what were you doing before this new purchase of materials for curtains? What were you doing before?
I was suffering. I had no curtains and no Venetian blinds. I had nothing. And as lovely as it is, like in summer, the sun is really high, so no sun comes into the apartment. But in winter, it's quite low on the horizon. And so the light comes in and it bounces off the wooden floors and comes up and just gets you in the eyes. It's like having a giant spotlight on you for about 4 hours in the morning.
Right.
And it just, I mean, I didn't have wooden floors originally, so it's only been since I got them put in that it's become a real problem. But it just wore me down and I had to do something. And I either could get blinds, but I just thought I'll try this, and it's working fabulously. Love it. I'll send you a picture.
All right. I'm curious to see what it.
I'll send you a picture of without the blinds there and then with them there, which takes about 30 seconds to put them in place.
Right. Yeah. Well, we've all put ourselves in the fairway again.
Yeah.
Hey, and, what's going on here?
I can see an eagle coming up here from somewhere.
No, but there's something wrong. I think I think we'll need to restart the game.
Maybe we're saving a bad play for the tournament, Andy. Wow. It's really a forward, which we don't have. Has Andy gone the 3 or the 5? That's the question. And I'm sure he's going to help us by telling us. Yeah, fantastic. You know, any advice?
Well, Any advice for you? Yeah, you'll find the club you need in your bag.
No, that's oracle quality. It's one of those mysterious answers. All right, fine. Someone got a text. All right.
Not a bad shot.
I've learnt, well, Dave doesn't have the 230 club, so that must have been 250, but it feels like the 230 punched is perfect if I hit it correctly. All right, that's what I'm going with.
Well, if you took the 230, you would have been probably right.
I did.
Yes, you have. Don't forget, you've forgotten that there's a little bit of altitude here. So the 230 club maybe goes 233, 235.
Yeah, and sometimes when you punch it, it actually goes less. I think I should have left it alone.
Yeah, that's what I did. I didn't made no adjustments.
And I had forgotten about the altitudes. Thanks, Andy.
Oh, what? Disgrace! Disgrace!
Well, he was all set to call mine a disgrace, so we better get stuck into him. Lovely,
Yeah.
Dave. Was it? Stop. Oh, you little bastard. Got an outside left edge. Just remember that. Outside left edge.
Outside left edge. And of course,
It's not for you, Andy. That's for me.
Well, this is quite. I think this is slightly right to left.
Yeah, it's definitely not outside left edge.
Yeah. 25. Oh. The idea was right, just a little bit heavy-handed.
Yes.
Indeed, yes.
I'm not scared of code. You can still come down.
It was an eagle. Disgraceful is what it was.
And there's 5 sets of tees here, it looks like.
Yeah, but there's only, I would say, only 3 are usable. Otherwise, it gets ridiculously short.
Yeah. It's got some nicely, yeah, there's a lot of runoffs.
Yes. Come on. Oh, is this a perfect tee shot?
It looks gorgeous.
Not bad, is it?
You were a bit unlucky. 1 foot further and it would have landed on the normal surface instead of the hard fairway. Probably would have stopped a lot shorter. Right. So you hit the club. I don't have. So I have to chop 206 and fade it in. Fine. Can I do that?
Well, you certainly faded it in.
And I didn't fade it enough and also didn't chop it enough. Other than that, it was perfect.
Well, what club haven't you got, Dave?
I have not got the 195 club.
Well, neither have I.
Oh, you hit the 183. You can say now. We've all hit.
Of course I can. I thought he's forgotten again.
The distance, yeah. Yeah.
It was a good line if you'd have put a bit more juice on it. Right, I thought for a minute it was going to be another hole out.
Because it was curling in early.
It was.
It straightened.
Well, I think this is a little bit left to right. Yeah, that looks... It was left to right.
Just a little bit more than you thought. This also feels a little bit left to right. But not much, based on what Dave's did. Just going to go inside left edge. It didn't deviate a millimetre. I was half an inch outside and I put it to just inside.
I think this might be one of the few holes where the frame rates take a bit of a nosedive.
It juddered a little bit while the ball was in the air. Yes. What? That sounds like an outright false advertising. Yeah, there's a little bit of juddering in the air by the ball.
So in the light rough, that'll do, or the fairway. It's the fairway.
What I need is a little macro. So when I have my shot, it's at 1080p, but as soon as my shot completes, it dynamically swaps to 4K for your shots because that doesn't affect me and then it looks better. I'll get Dave to write that when you come down. I've gone the aggressive line.
It has gone the aggressive line and you've been rewarded.
Oh, baby.
56 out. Is it in your wheelhouse?
It's in mine. It's not in Dave's. So he's getting better, Adam. I've got to admit. Yeah. Got respect for your approach shots now. Nasty bounce. And quite an interesting putt anyway. No, that's good information all the same.
That's all right. Anything I can do for the common cause?
Always thinking of others, Andy.
I am.
Yeah. Don't know what you're thinking of them, but he's chopped it nicely. Oh, look at them. Pretty nice. Nope, short. Yep. Stuffed it. Got all cute on it. Now, really want to get this close. Oh, I knew it was.
Oh. Okay. What's my feet? Okay, 26, 11, 11, 37 maybe. Oh, God, it's gone away. I thought it was going to come to a careering halt, but it
Wow.
hasn't.
Well, you got me super nervous about this one now, Andy. I don't want to get the pace wrong. Really got to throw it hard to the left. I mean, I'm not even trying to sink it. I'm just trying to get it within a foot. Oh, no. Oh! Oh.
Easy.
My God. God. Oh. Yeah, now.
Go on, keep going. Oh.
Oh, that's the only joy I'm going to get out of this.
Well, you're going to get a read from me, Dave, so...
I'll need the read, Andy. I'm in bad situation here.
You are, yeah. Oh, Dave, you just killed us again with that putting of yours. Oh, right. 9'3". So definitely uphill. Oh, is it? No, it's uphill, and then it after the hole it just rears off horribly. That's the... Well, I'm just lagging this. This is still giving me the collywobbles. Stop there. I'm quite pleased with that. That was... I didn't really give you much information there, Dave.
Not a lot, but enough.
Did you hit that pretty straight?
I hit that right inside right edge, and it pretty much seemed to come off the club a bit weird, but it went dead straight.
Well, 4 holes gone, and Uncle Dave stolen a march on us.
Well, he just picked up 3 on me.
So all of a sudden, a hole out on a par 5 and a a nice putt on a par 3 have just taken you away from the poor sods who are just cannon fodder for you today.
Well, he's walking onto the first tee on Thursday with a target on his back before the tournament starts. That's what looks like. No, not regardless, Dave. Well, actually, you're right. We are. You know, there might be a little flavour of Australia versus England before the start of the first major, but by the time someone wins one, all that's out the window.
It's a case of, I want to join the party.
I want one. Give me a jacket. Come on. All right. It's a good angle in. I think this is vantage 20. Don't worry about that. Right. You'll learn plenty.
Well, say these pins are easy, but actually we've had a few front pins now, and I don't think they're easy at all.
Damn it, that was not too far to the left.
Well, you've given me some information there as well. I can see where I'd like to put the ball, apart from directly in the hole, that is. Define huge.
I had 18. It's going to bounce. It's pretty good.
Okay, right. I think I'm just going to try and hit it to the right of this pin, if I possibly can. Not that far right, you donkey. Not to worry. At least it should be an easy, relatively straightforward up and down, I think.
That'll play.
Who's the leader? Oh.
Yeah. I like to chip, but no BLI makes me flop shots that I wouldn't normally flop, like this one. Oh, I must hit it too hard.
Yes, nice shot.
Just remember that right to left. Right to left. Yep, nice, Dave. Solid. No blinking from the leader.
I'm glad I aimed it where I did. Might easily have missed. $481. Oh, right. Lovely.
Wow, what a great hole. Yeah, wait. Just showing off again. Beautiful.
Well, right. Right, so that was a driver here. Right. That wasn't.
Not time for a hand grenade on this hole, is it? Oh.
Yes, I'm a bit concerned now that Uncle Dave has now put it past me. I mean, that was a 3-wood, but has now put it past me on 3 driving holes. That's a bit of a tighter line. That's very nice.
Top.
Okay, what am I? 212. Oh, I like this number. And I like that shot.
Oh, it's a great line.
Okay, well, I'm happy to be on the green. Looks pretty good if it gets the bounce. It does. "12 feet. Whoa. You're actually on the fairway there, Dave?
He is. There's something wrong there.
It was the pressure of leadership.
The pressure of leadership in the practice round.
Well, of course, the result of today's match might affect the bookies' odds a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll have to check on Betfair afterwards. See what all the YouTube followers do.
This is awful, this putt.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling this goes different ways.
And I'm going to learn nothing off from it either.
38 feet. Let's just wander it along. It gently goes up and down. Right, well, I'm going there. I could be horribly wrong here.
Mm.
Oh, no, I might be reasonably right.
That's pretty good putt, Andy. Perfect pace. They might have got a bit of a read out of that. Not that big a read.
Well, you know, that stroke of Dave's proves that he's human. He's not a machine. You're not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's indeed human. Right.
That's a beautiful read.
A bit more on it might have held its line. I'll take a stress-free par putt any day. Oh, Andy. Andy. It dived off.
I mean, the thing was, I did aim it off a little bit to the right, and it was. I'm glad it did. Otherwise, I could have been really embarrassed by that.
Yeah. I think it started to rain here. Yes, it is raining.
Get over. Wow.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to in a sec. I'm just going to go out there and inspect whether my favourite drain is filled up and cars are driving through a big puddle. So I'll have my shot and then I'll go out and do that. Oh, I think I've pulled it left as well.
Yeah, come and join me.
Yep. That's annoying. All right, I'll go out and have a look and I'll be back.
Pretty horrible brown, that river, polluted. Yeah. Just, disgrace. Oh, Dave, man. Very nice.
Well, it's already entertaining. The puddle's about 8 inches deep, but it'll get up to about 12 or 16 in the next half hour or so. And yeah, they hit it and they absolutely shit themselves. It's great. Big splash of water, brakes, swerving. It's great. All right.
Maybe you should go outside, Dave, with a sign saying, "Beware motorists, the water here," with a big arrow, is deeper than you think. What? Oh, God. That's a disgrace, Dave.
What? It's the shortest way home. Oh.
God almighty.
All right. Not going to complain about the disgrace call at all.
Okay, right. Come on, that's it. 75 yards out, that seems like a pretty good number to me.
Yeah, nice to see a legitimate golf shot, Andy.
Instead of the usual crap that comes off your clubs.
No, I was referring to mine, but yeah. All right, here we go. Only 12% power loss. 20% with the 9-iron.
You might want to take off your shoes before attempting this shot. Give it to your caddy. Do a Jean van der Velde.
Indeed. I might fall back into this water. That would be a good graphic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm going with the a flopped 8-iron. That did not work, but it's not in the water. I'll take it.
Okay, right. Time to dial in this. Keep going. Stop there. Oh, God, it's just come back a little bit more than I wanted. Good shot. Very nice for length.
Mm. Right. I'm going to forget how bad my last bunker shot was. Do a good one.
Right. This could be pretty straight, is it? It looks a bit left to right, but let's just go down a little bit. I think it's left to right a little bit. That's what I'm going to go with. Not much. No, it was probably straight, I think.
Mm.
Good birdie. You're the only one that hit the fairway.
Yep.
That's annoying, that, because that was definitely a possible birdie hole for me if I'd have hit the fairway, but I didn't. Did you hit? Okay. Come on, just drift. Oh, that's another good shot.
Not getting rewarded for the good shots. Right.
They're quite fiddly, some of these pin positions.
Oh my God, it's a full hand grenade. No, that's not going to be fun. One thing I'll say about these greens, they're still very difficult, but they don't have any of those little knuckles that Kiwa has, so they're fairer. They're still hard, but fair. Right. There's not much I like about this shot at all. Just got to hope get it right. I did not get it right. I got long and right.
Well, I believe at PGLS, and I hope they put some of the green speeds, appropriately high, because it's a winged foot.
Ah, well, at least they picked a decent course and backed away from Southern.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
It is. Your short game has been exemplary, Dave, today.
Has. I think
It's kept you in the driving seat.
Does seem to be a course where you need a good short game. Better than that. What was that?
Okay, right, 22-3. Do you know what? I'm going to take a little chip here. Come on. Oh,
nice chip.
That was quite timid for you, Dave. That was not the usual putt I see on.
I feel a bit out. My timing feels off all over the place tonight. Yeah. This is my second double bogey.
It's not. Oh God, yes. God bloody hell! I thought you were going to belt it over the top of the hole there.
He might have been demonetized if that had happened, Andy.
Well, one of the knock-on effects of what's going on in Russia and Ukraine, two things which we use quite heavily. one of them is sunflower oil, and oil, cooking oils in general. So I've got a precious hoard of 4 litres in the garage, which I carefully hoarded about sort of 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. But I fear that there's no end in sight, and I think, oh Christ, I'll try and get some more stuff. And flour, and the price of flour, the bag that we normally get has now gone from 60 pence a bag went up to 80 pence a few weeks ago, and now it's up to 95 pence. So it's almost gone up by 50%.
Yeah.
Since the start of February.
Meat's gone up 50% here in the last year or so.
What's gone up?
Meat.
Meat, yeah, meat's gone up as well here. That's more like it. We've actually started eating a lot less meat. I mean, meat, chicken, even fish is starting to go up quite significantly.
Have you got a favourite type of fish you like to buy?
We usually buy the North Atlantic stuffed cod or haddock.
And how much a kilo is that sort of fish?
If you buy it fresh, I suspect it's probably, it's hard to say because I haven't bought fresh for a while, but I would say 10, 11, 12 pounds a kilo, something like that.
Yeah. And what are the what's regarded as premium fish there?
I would say probably salmon, trout, sea bass, and of course you've got speciality things like hake, and monkfish. That's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. Good quality salmon here costs about $40 a kilo, fresh, off the fish. So that would be, I guess, about 16 to 18 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, we used to buy whole sides of salmon and bring it back home, cut it up into salmon steaks, and it was a very cost-effective way of doing things, but you just can't buy these things anymore.
Well, the whole side of salmon would cost a lot.
Yeah. 7103. Oh, you're both long. 103. Oh, I don't like that one. Don't like that one either.
You're in between clubs, Andy.
A bit, yeah. I could really do the 8 or 9 mile an hour wind, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Just going to have a look at this green. Got to go that. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, good call. Whatever it was.
It was the 105 club.
Dave's going to give me and you a little bit of a clue, Andy. Just a little hair of information about the vibe of the green. It looks right to left.
But we are definitely eating more vegetarian type meals, or meals with very little meat going on in them.
As long as it's not tofu.
Yeah, oh no.
Not a
We
fan.
we quite like lentils, so we're using lentils as a meat substitute in 1 or 2. Oh, that's a great putt.
Thank you.
Now then, that was a great. That looked almost straight. Come on. Oh, we've got 2 out of 2.
Oh.
Yes, you did give me a bit of help there.
Yeah. Well, Dave gave me some help, and I gave you some. Everyone benefited but Dave.
Well, I think that's pretty good. Is it? Oh, it's not quite in range, I don't think.
I wonder. No, there's just not going to be a tailwind, is there? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, just come and join me.
I shall. Only a few metres behind. That's good enough for me. Do you know how many people a day are getting COVID in England, Andy?
Well, they're only reporting COVID twice a week now, instead of daily. I did see something that because they do a test of every so often of people who actually haven't got COVID, and from that they can work out the likely estimate of COVID in the general population. And I know that that is gradually coming down as the weeks are going by.
Okay.
You know, it's sort of maybe 1 in 60, 1 in 65, something like that.
Yeah. Victoria's getting about 10,000 cases a day.
10,000?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That's way more than it was at the height of the lockdown, wasn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah. And yet our people in emergency, in intensive care and ventilators and deaths are way down. This Omicron is not doing anywhere near the same damage.
No. 200?
Yeah, but that's out of 150,000 people have it. And that's yeah, but bear in mind, Dave, that's 68,000. We're doing almost no testing. No one's lining up to get testing anymore. Do you reckon people are? I don't. Yeah, but you're not in a houso suburb. So they might. 2 good shots. Yeah. And then there was my shot. Yeah, this one. That's all right. I've learned something. I just got to throw it to the left and we'll run down to the pin nicely. So I'm hoping to get this close.
Well, I'm hoping that
I did not. Failed. Did I fail?
No, you haven't failed.
It's not a disaster. It's getting worse. Yeah, really didn't want to cooperate. So was my number wrong, Dave? It's not 10,000 a day? Okay. Yep. Which state is winning? So they're over 100,000. Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether you did the same in Australia, but we ended up in the UK building these massive sort of kind of overflow hospitals. They were called Nightingales.
Yeah.
Popped up all over the country.
They're all empty now?
Well, pretty much so, yeah. A lot of them have been
yeah, there's a big one in Queensland that's pretty much empty, but it might fill up yet. But I read a fascinating article in New York Times this morning, and they compared the per capita deaths by COVID between Australia and the USA. And they said if the USA had done what we did, and if they had the same per capita deaths, 900,000 out of the 1 million that died would still be alive.
Mm.
And it was all based on the fact that they didn't get public cooperation, the hospitals weren't cooperating because they wanted money, and there were all these things that America do because they didn't have a public health system, and everything is money based. Yeah, it was depressing. Actually. Makes me glad I'm not there. Oh, don't stop too early. Oh, 8 foot, really? Just making work for myself.
30 feet.
Mm.
I went a bit further than I wanted.
I cannot afford to miss this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That went pretty straight, Dave.
Yeah. Thank God it's only the practice round. Yeah.
Oh, bugger. And still me as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. And God, that one went in.
Mm.
I'd have been made to look pretty foolish if the second button missed. No.
Back to 3 over again. God damn it.
And Dave is marching towards the odds on bookies' favourite based on this particular performance. I actually think these so-called easy pins are bloody difficult.
Do you think that means the difficult ones will be easy? I don't know.
I think you'll have less qualms about the run off the fairway than with a lot of shots. We're having to kind of judge just how much roll you're going to get.
I mean, for easy pins, a lot of them are quite close to the edge of the greens.
Yeah. it's another good iron shot.
It's going to bound on lovely. Yes, Andy. Nice.
Right, and this time Uncle Dave's going to give me a read.
He can't.
Unless he flops it, he's going to flop it.
Of course.
I'm directly on the line.
You know he'll flop it. They're just leaking right off the tee. Go on, get in. Now we're going to give everyone a blood.
What are you doing, man?
On principle, I'm chipping this just because why the hell not? I can't win. I'm just going to have some fun.
Well, that was good information for us both, Dave.
Yeah. I took one for the team. Really? Taking a leaf out of my book.
Well,
That's done the
you
job.
give me a little sort of tramway.
Yeah.
I've got a little gate to.
You're going to go in between those two balls, I know.
Well, pity, but there you go. Well, I think the greens so far have been pretty fair.
They have. They're just mean, but they're fair.
I'll tell you what would have been difficult if this had been, say, soft fairways, hard greens.
Oh yeah.
Because if you'd have pitched it short, it would have stuck. Right. Well, can't get close to the man, Dave.
Oh. Oh.
Deep rough. Here's my chance.
You're only 3 behind.
Oh.
Pick up 2 here.
Well, what did Uncle Dave hit there?
Do you think?
I think he. Come on. Come on, don't hit that tree.
I'm very interested in what your
Very acceptable.
distance in the air was. 264. With the tape, you've got to have hit the 3 wood. Can't be anything else. Okay. Now, Dave probably also hit the 3 wood. Oh,
What are you going to do, Dave?
well, it's interesting. I am going to hit. I'm going to hit a driver. A faded, lofted driver.
Hold on to your seatbelts. Oh, he's done it as well.
No, I think Andy also must have hit the driver.
I did not. I hit the 3-wood.
You know, that just makes me feel even more inadequate.
Oh, Dave.
I didn't need to hear that, Andy.
You just know it's only a matter of time, Dave, before I get that stat back off you.
Yeah, the brute's coming for me, shambling roughly towards me.
Each time I get an average of 5 yards around better than you, it's another nail in that average drive competition.
It's like the bloody tide coming in. I can't stop it.
Oh, that's a
what was that?
great effort.
It was. Deserved a better fate. Didn't get it.
49 feet away, that's pretty decent.
Fancy this shot.
Right, now what did you hit? Let's have a look at the carry. 172. 172. No. Well, it's not a bad. I don't think it was long enough anyway. Did you hit the 7-iron, Dave?
I hit the 175.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have enough club.
Nice, Dave, except that's a dangerous 4-footer. It's got some break on it. Did you say a hurl or a burl? I wonder if Andy knows what that means.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was super long and right.
Yeah.
I think that was a hand grenade from the rough. A hand grenade chip something.
Oh, dear me. What should have been an easy shot has turned into an absolute nightmare. God almighty. Oh, that really rattled me, that.
I reckon it would have rattled me. Nice shot, nice recovery though. But even that, oh, you get nothing for free, do you?
No.
Wow. This one I'm going to be super careful of. It's all about the break and the pace.
I'm not quite sure why that happened, that, that shank.
Look at that. Wow.
But I'm going to give you the line here, Dave.
I literally thought I'd lagged that and was going to finish 6 inches from the hole, and it just accelerated as it got closer. That's a mean pin.
Oh, that's a great 5, that.
Right, I'm going to have my putt immediately. Put that in my mind. Oh, just got in.
You read it, though.
Beautiful, Dave.
Well, we seem to have a large discrepancy in the scores here.
We're getting the bad shots out of our system, Andy, so we'll only have good ones left. Look at the brave line and look at the accuracy. Wow. That's impressive, Dave. Was it?
That sounds like an accusation. I put it to you. It's not luck, it's skill. What have you got to say for that?
Yes.
I put it to you. Can you see anyone in this courtroom who matches the description of that? Wow, that's 2 out of 2. It's not that. Oh no, I've bloody followed it into. Yeah, how's that going? Oh.
That's a. He's got. You can never trust the overhanging branches in these damn trees. And he's going to have to. Oh, you've done the job, Andy. Done the job. Well done.
Oh God. I did take a bit of a risk there, but okay, Dave, step up to the plate. Just put everybody into
Yeah, show us amateurs how it's
the
actually
red
done.
zone. It's a beauty. Okay, right. Come on, get up.
Yeah, and good information for me. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, maybe a bit further.
It was a very good attempt. Oh, thank you. I'm sure this is a little bit right, left to right, but right. Oh, it was a little bit left to right. I mean, ordinarily, I'd be, wouldn't be dissatisfied with an even par score, but I feel as though I'm getting my ass whooped.
We are getting schooled a little bit.
And unfortunately, as with most courses, 7,300, 7,400 yards, it's very difficult to eke out many birdies, even with the BLI.
And this is about as benign as it's going to get for us.
Oh, that's a big mistake by the leader.
That's one of those missed times that I sometimes get as well.
Yeah, so
I hate them.
But what gets me about those missed times, I mean, I tried replicating deliberately, a missed time shot. So I've been on the practice fairway before and deliberately holding the thing so long that you think, well, it's got to do oh, that's brilliant. But I just can't replicate it to any degree of certainty. That is a good shot. Oh, that's a brilliant shot.
That was a super hook.
Well, I could see there was a lot going on there. Unfortunately, I've drawn that instead of fading it. It might not be too bad.
It might
Come on, come down.
Tried.
I've got to be in a better position than the leader.
Oh,
You nearly put it in.
It didn't miss by much. And now you've just got a little mildly right to left putt for your par.
Stop there, stop there, stop there. And that'll do. Good pace.
It was a good putt. Very good putt.
I was beginning to dare think that there could be a two-shot swing. Or great too, that. Two, three, four.
Right. This is another hole, a high pressure driving hole in real life. It's so narrow and so many ways to get it wrong.
But you've risen to the challenge.
I have.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that either. Come on, baby.
You want that 5 meters every bloody hole, man.
Well, that's music to my ears. I can feel you being worn down in the battle. I don't think we've had many holes where there's been a chance to register a really long drive.
No,
I don't think I've had many on or over 300.
nothing with a long downhill run. Ooh, he's got away. Has he got away with it? Oh, he hasn't. Oh. Suddenly a birdie seems important here. That doesn't look like a fun shot either. Wow. All right. Very interesting. This would be a good one to get right.
Indeed.
Short, but in the bunker. That only went 1 foot. Wow. There was some sort of miss hitting that. Went nowhere.
Oh, come on, be right. Be right.
It's looking good. Is good. Nice, Andy.
I was praying that the stroke wasn't going to be one of those going off towards the right. I mean, you just don't know when they're going to.
It was not hand grenade time. Well, Dave's hit a pretty good shot, but not much he could do. No green to play with. Couldn't afford to be cute. There's just nothing going on for you. Right. Got a definite plan here.
Good. Well, all of a sudden, this assumes the significance.
It's a real big putt now.
It would do if I'd have hold it. But, I mean, I read it right. I think it would have been a difficult putt, even with the BLI on.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a big putt for you, Dave.
That was huge.
Absolutely. And it still keeps your nose in front.
But the pack is at your heels now.
God, this is not an easy putt, this. That was aimed on the right-hand side of the cup, that.
Yep. All right. Well, even I'm within 3. And the last 3 holes, I think, are the 3 hardest.
Maybe not the best line. Oh,
Oh, there I go. Oh my God, it's dropped me in the worst spot ever. Am I? No, there's a gap there. No problem.
oh, I've gone the other side. Oh, that could be a disgrace. It is a disgrace. Oh,
Wow.
I'm going to take it. That's my one get out of jail. That's dangerous. All of a sudden. Well, Dave,
There's my
you
gap.
see a gap.
There's a good big gap there. Right, here we go.
Oh, we found it.
I did find it.
You did.
It literally went exactly where I aimed, just clicked at branch. It's not a complete disaster. I'm not sure you two are going to be close after two.
Not a
Good
bad
shot.
shot.
Chuffed it up as best you could.
56.
What was your percentage loss, Dave? Yeah.
Hey. Oh.
It's annoying.
Well, trouble is 61 feet. It's not a great longer distance. I'd rather it be slightly shorter or slightly longer.
Yeah. All right. Shit.
Hmm. Oh, what a good shot that was.
Lovely shot. It was perfect.
Hmm.
Mm. How am I going to get this close?
Well, you wanted to go in, really.
Yeah. Got no choice. I'm just going to have to put it in.
Well, that was a pretty good effort. This could be a critical.
Yeah.
Good. Right. Right.
Yep.
Another nice easy hole. Come on. First part of the job done. Ooh.
Yep.
Road.
It's another one of those weird ones. So between you two, you've had one double bogey. I've had three. That's not a strategy that's going to work on this course.
No.
I think I'm working towards number 4. It's disconcerting how bad my driving is.
It was a pity.
It was right on line.
And normally, I'm not a great fan of 3D sort of textures, but actually the rough here does look like rough.
And it acts like it and it feels like it.
Yeah. That's not a bad shot, Dave. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that's probably a better position for you. 170. Oh, fucking donkey. Oh, Jesus Christ. How the hell did that go so bloody long?
Yeah. Right.
I am finding that the kind of shot that works well for a driver invariably pulls my irons left like I did there. I'm still trying to work out whether there's a to actually succeed at this game, that the shot for the scoring irons needs to be slightly. I mean, it is a different length swing, but whether the tempo and everything needs to be different. I just don't know.
Yeah, lovely.
Well, I wasn't going to go long and right there. I made sure that.
Long and right is like just about the worst shot. As soon as it happens, you know, it's awful.
I mean, it's a brilliant reenactment of the thin shot.
Yeah.
And the thin shot always goes long and right.
I'm going to belt this in at 1,000,000 miles an hour just to make sure it can't miss.
You certainly called it.
Do you think if I'd been leading by 1, I would have done that? Probably not. It's all very easy when you're losing by 6.
Right. Well, Dave and I try. Oh, it's a par 5. Have I done enough?
Perfect. What a great last hole. It's going to be in play almost every round. Chance to pick up 2.
I think you might be all right though. And so far it bounces. You're okay. Now, you're not going to suddenly pull out a 320-yard drive, are you, Dave?
I'm not sure, Andy. We'll see. No. But
No, not
too
quite.
far away.
No, it's
just trying to slow your progress. That's all I can do.
The inevitable march towards getting that stat back.
You know, like a kid digging holes in the sand, stopping the tide.
Oh, that looks pretty decent if it's the right number. Not a bad position. 53.
Right, well, this is so in play. Could it be a super hooked 3-wood? I think so. Oh.
Well, it's hooking, but is it super enough?
I think it is. It's going to come down off the hill. Don't stay up there. Oh, it's going to stay up there.
Now you're saying get off the green. Fairway, you're okay.
I'm going to putt it anyway for fun. I've got nothing to lose.
Oh, shit. Get in the bunker. Don't go over it.
Don't plug.
Oh, I plugged. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
That is harsh.
Wow, imagine if this was the last hole of the final round. That would have been brutal.
And actually, it was a good length as well, had I hit it straight.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you've just made it
Well, there's the
impossible for me.
death blow. It's going to have to be some fancy shot, Andy. It's going to have to be plug shot of the year.
Okay, right. Well, let's see what. No, it wasn't going to be the plug shot of the year.
It was just a bit too much height to deal with.
I'll give it a good shot, but
Right.
ultimately disappointing.
For sure, this. Yeah, well, absolutely. The sensible shot is to not putt this, but it's so much fun. I can't resist. I've got to do it. Oh, is there ever? Oh, all right. So that line, putt.
This is very nice. It's a pity you couldn't have leaked it out 2 or 3 feet to your left, Dave.
There was a lot going on, Andy.
Well, I could really do with holding this. Ah, I tried jamming it in the hole. It didn't quite work.
That's jamming it.
Well, congratulations, Dave. I think that's comfortable win in the end.
Well, it's certainly a course filled with drama. So we all okay with we all okay with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, I was sure you'd like it, Dave, since you won. But no, I know, no. I do like the way almost there's so many holes where there can be a 2 or even 3-stroke swing really easily.
And it's a really strong finish as well.
Yeah.